Hi, everyone, and welcome to the DU Weekly Check-In, joined by the head women's basketball coach, Kerry Cremeans. Back from a 2-game road trip before going to South Dakota this Friday. Last Thursday, the South Dakota State game, you traveled up there. What was it like, the atmosphere like, and then the overall game experience for your girls?
Well, South Dakota State, they traditionally, their crowds are incredible. The support that they have, and on a Thursday evening, we had that atmosphere. And it's really neat to see for, with women's basketball and in the Summit League. So, yeah, sure, it's an incredible home advantage for them. But I was proud of our team, the fight that we showed, for 40 minutes, we just really, really battled that team tough.
Talk about a little bit about Paige Bradley's maturity. She started having high point games. She's rebounding the ball, and obviously her assists are consistently there.
It really is. It's just how much she has grown as a player from her freshman to sophomore year to, she really learned under a spectacular point guard in Emmy Smith in her freshman year, but didn't really have the minutes, so going into her sophomore year and playing the minutes that she is, and we're asking her to defend, we're asking her to assist. She's also rebounding the ball and scoring. Her numbers all across the board are really, you're just seeing it in just about every game, and it's that consistency more than anything is a really a great thing to see.
You traveled to Fargo, played them on Saturday. Talk about that game a little bit. You scored 79 points.
I knew that North Dakota State was a team. Their record does not indicate the kind of team that they are, and as well as our record for us. So I knew it was going to be a test. They have a phenomenal point guard in Brooke Lamar, and she pretty much just took over the game single-handedly, and it was she was a tough one for us to defend, and she just had great momentum, great confidence in the game, and she was just like I said, we just couldn't quite contain her throughout those 40 minutes. But again, right, another performance of a lot of points being scored, by us, and so that's something that we'll continue to hopefully do as we move forward.
Overall, it seems like all these conference games are really high-scoring games. Did you foresee this being an offensive dominating league?
Well, Ethan, I don't know if anybody really did, until they, as we've changed the game a little bit in how we are calling the game, how the officials are calling the game, and it's to allow more offensive production, for to see more points on the board, to be a more of attractive game, and it really is. I mean, you're seeing it's not rare to see 80 and 70 point performances, and so I think that's only going to continue as we continue with how the game's being called.
And so 3-4 in the Summit League so far. You're about at that halfway point. What are you guys looking to improve on to get that record above 500 in the conference play?
Well, as we go into the second half of the season, we have the top 3 teams in the conference that we play at home. So that I'm encouraged by that. But, I think a test for us is finding the success on the road. And so we have that coming up this Friday at South Dakota, and that's really going to be a lot of our focus is, just finding that win on the road in our conference. And bottom line, it has to come on the defensive end of things. And that's just where we just have to just put all of our efforts into making that happen on the defensive end.
Okay. And thank you for your time. Coach Kerry Cremeans, still unthawing from the trip up to North Dakota and South Dakota, and she must return. This Friday, 6 o'clock, the women's basketball team will take on South Dakota. Thanks for joining us.